The 2019 National Wrestling Championships are right around the corner, and this year they're held in Pittsburgh. I'm here to fill you in on all the details about where the arena is, how to get there, where to eat, and what to do in your downtime when you're not watching the awesome wrestling at PPG Paints Arena. So let's get right into this discussion. Well, the event, of course, the National Wrestling Championships this year are March 21st through the 23rd in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is right in the heart of wrestling in the entire country. Where is the action taking place? So the action is taking place at PPG Paints Arena. That's where the wrestling will be held. That's where all the matches will be, right in downtown Pittsburgh. I'll make sure to link all the address, the links, the descriptions to everything I'm talking about right in the description below, so that you can make sure to copy, paste that, print it out, whatever you need to do for your own itinerary for the weekend. So how do you get to the arena? Well, first, once you're in Pittsburgh, and hopefully at this point you have a place to stay, a place that you're booked to stay, how do you get around? Well, of course you can drive, and parking is free after 6 o'clock every day, and it's also free on Sundays. But during the day, you're going to have to pay a parking garage. It's typically around like $18 a day, or you can, better yet, you can Uber. Ubering is probably the best way to get there if you're not within walking distance, or you can take the public transportation system, which is the T, which will take you anywhere for free around Pittsburgh. The only place you'll have to pay for is if you go to Station Square. So you can go anywhere from North Shore to right around Market Square, which is where the arena is. You want to get off at Steel Plaza if you're taking the T and walk straight to the arena. It's a couple-minute walk. So as far as the schedule, I'll actually have a video. I have a video that's coming up right here to let you know about the official schedule of the entire wrestling and everything that's going on. Make sure to check that out so that you know exactly when you'll be seated to watch the wrestling. But what do you do in your downtime when you're not watching wrestling? Well, one of the first things that there is Fan Fest. So this is something that whenever I visited Nationals last year in Cleveland, it was something I really wasn't sure about, but you have to go to Fan Fest. Fan Fest is one of the coolest wrestling things out there. They have all this wrestling memorabilia, and this year it's being held at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center, which is kind of close to the Strip District. You can walk there from the arena. It's, I don't know, I want to say a 20-minute walk. It's really not that bad as long as the weather's fine, and you just want to check out the city of Pittsburgh. It's something nice to do right after lunch, right after you eat. But Fan Fest, they'll have a memorabilia show where they have all these wrestling artifacts and history from the years of wrestling. They'll have the Hodge Trophy there. They'll have all this national wrestling history. And they'll also have a USA Wrestling practice going on live where you can actually just watch it from the sidelines. You can watch what's going on the mat. They'll also have autograph sessions going on. So typically Dan Gable's there. Kyle Dake will also be there, as well as many other wrestlers who probably haven't even been announced yet. But you want to check out Fan Fest. And when you're not at Fan Fest, you know, that's going on every single day. So that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But you want to know, where do you eat? So eating is probably one of the most important things, and Pittsburgh is a great city to eat. First place you have to go, and I'll just list off some breakfast, lunch, dinner places, but number one, hands down place you have to go is Primanti Brothers. Primanti Brothers is Pittsburgh. What you want to get there is a sandwich, and the sandwich has coleslaw, fries on it, as well as meats, whatever meats you want. You have to get one of these. Make sure you take a picture, Instagram it. Absolutely delicious. But as far as other foods, as far as breakfast, some places that are close to the arena, you have Bufords. That's probably the closest to the arena as a breakfast food place. You can also go to the Yard, which has breakfast on the weekends. They have actually pretty cheap mimosas going on there. But then also, if you go to the Strip District, which is a phenomenal place to check out, full of all sorts of culinary treasures, you have Pamela's and DeLuca's. DeLuca's is my favorite restaurant in the Strip District, actually, because, you know, Main versus Food went there. I recommend getting a nice hearty pancake. It's huge. It's delicious. Pamela's is another place that has crepes and is another breakfast place. Actually, former President Obama visited there, and that's kind of their claim to fame. So it's another great place to check out. As far as lunch and dinner are concerned, though, right outside of the arena, you'll see a Fridays. That place is probably going to get packed quickly. I would stay away from that. And plus, if you're in Pittsburgh, check out some local places instead of just the chains. Don't stay away from Fridays. A little ways down the road, you have Red Ring, which is kind of a university dining from Duquesne University, which is right up the road from the arena. That's another place to check out. It's kind of like American food. They have some good burgers, fries, but that's just another place. Other lunch and dinner places in Market Square within 5 to 10 minute walk, you have Primanti's right in Market Square. You have The Yard, which is a grilled cheese place. If you're interested in different kinds of grilled cheese, caprese grilled cheese, mac and cheese grilled cheese, they have it there. Check that out. High recommendation there. You also have NOLA, which is New Orleans food. If you're into that sort of thing, kind of the spice, check that out. And then you also have Five Guys, which is, of course, you know, a chain restaurant. But if you're looking for something quick in between sessions, that's a place to go, right in Market Square. And then if you're looking for something sweet, there's Prantel's Bakery, which they have really good cupcakes, cakes, all sorts of sweets. Another kind of, I say it's within walking distance, other people may not, you know, it's about a 20-minute walk, is Sienna Mercato. Sienna Mercato is a 3-tier kind of dining experience. On the bottom, you have Emporio, which is a meatball place. Highly recommend this meatball place. They have different flavors of meatballs, and it's a lot of fun there. In the middle level is kind of a little bit more upper scale Italian kind of restaurant, and then on the top level you have a rooftop bar, which, you know, if it's nice out, then maybe a place to check out. Other places are Tako, which of course they sell tacos, and then Benny's Pizza, which is in the south side. They have this massive pizza slices, which I think you should check out if you're over in the south side. On the north shore, if it's a little bit further of a walk, you're going to spend some time walking there if you don't take the T. Check out Burgatory. Burgatory is a place where you get to make your own custom burger, and you can also have a delicious milkshake. Heavenly milkshakes they're actually called. Huge, thick, and delicious. It's in Station Square is another place you can walk to right across the bridge. This really is a nice little stroll. You get to walk right across one of Pittsburgh's bridges and check out the scenery. And you also have some pretty nice restaurants in there in Station Square. You have the Hard Rock Cafe, Buca de Beppo, Melting Pot, Texas de Brazil. And then once you're up there, you can actually take the incline right up to the top of Mount Washington. There are other restaurants up there, but I recommend you check out these restaurants down below. And then another place, like I said, if you're in the Strip District, which is where I mentioned a couple of those breakfast places, you want to check out Peace, Love, and Little Donuts, which is a sweets place. Of course, they have little tiny donuts, but phenomenal. There's Wiggle Whiskey if you're looking for some distillery, fun things to do there. Pennsylvania Libations for all sorts of Pennsylvania throughout the Pennsylvania area. Pennsylvania Macaroni Company has delicious Italian food that you can bring back to your family and they'll really enjoy it. And then Pittsburgh Popcorn, which has great popcorn. Now, a little fun bonus fact that I want to give to you, if you're willing to drive a little bit, I want to say a 10-minute drive. If you have a car, you need to go to Beto's Pizza. Beto's Pizza is the strangest pizza you'll see, but it's a square piece of pizza and they'll have cold cheese right on top of it. The best pizza in Pittsburgh, hands down. If you have a chance to go there, check it out. As far as nightlife goes, nightlife, you know, right after these sessions, everybody wants to go and drink pretty much. They want to go to the bars. Probably the biggest place for that. There are a couple places within Market Square, but the biggest place you want to go to is Southside. Southside has a strip of bars that people will go to all at night. Now, you have Mario's, Jack's, Southside Flats, Jimmy D's. You have the Hofbrauhaus around there, which is a German place. They're just kind of places to chill, hang out, grab a beer, and you know, it's kind of nice. If you're looking for more of a sports bar atmosphere, Primanti's is where you want to go. Kind of a little bit more upper scale is McCormick and Schmitz. And then there's also Redbeard, which is right around the arena. And then if you're looking over on the North Shore, maybe you're staying over there, there's also Tequila Cowboy and McFadden's. These are all great bars to check out. I link to them all below in the description so that you know everything, so that you can remember these restaurants whenever you actually visit. Now, other activities, what else is there to do besides eating and drinking? Well, there's actually a lot to do. And if you're a wrestling fan, probably the first thing I would recommend is checking out the Heinz History Center, which has a whole exhibit on the Western Pennsylvania wrestling, Whippeal Sports, Whippeal Wrestling. And there's actually a singlet in there from Ken McMillan, which is one of the greatest sports programs in Pennsylvania. But they have a whole exhibit on this. Make sure that you check that out. This is a paid exhibit. It's around $20 to enter. So if you're not interested in that, if you're looking for more free activities, I have a couple other things to recommend. But as far as other things to do, you can ride the incline up to Mount Washington, like I mentioned earlier. That's about $5. You know, it's a couple bucks to take you up to the top, take you back down. But it's a pretty cool way to see the whole skyline, whole city of Pittsburgh. Other things to do, you have the Andy Warhol Museum, which you'll probably have to Uber to, but it's another 20 bucks. If you're into art, if you're into that type of thing, just looking for something to do in your downtime, check out the Andy Warhol Museum. Then if you're over at Pitt, right in Oakland, you can check out the Cathedral of Learning, which if you know anybody from Pittsburgh, they'll probably tweeting and putting pictures out of the Cathedral of Learning, and you can check out all the nationality rooms there. That is free. And then if you're just looking to walk around the city, you can check out the North Shore Trail, walk across a couple of bridges, or you can check out Point Park University, where there's a nice fountain there. And then also within the area, you have Heinz Field and PNC Park. So that's everything that you can do in Pittsburgh. If you're looking for other national championship guide, I have your complete NCAA Wrestling Championship guide right here. I'll link to. Make sure you check out all these videos to find out who's going to win the Hodge, who's going to win every single national championship weight, and everything going on. Thanks for watching.